హాయ్ హలో నమస్తే వణకం ఆదాబ్ నమస్కార కేమ్నో ఆచే ఎలా ఉన్నారు ఎప్పుడు ఏరికే
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good
that
evening,
is
sir.
that is
Hello, sir. Good
Kaushal.
evening.
Good evening, that was Kaushal, I guess. Kaushal,
Yes, sir. Yes,
after
sir. How
long
are you, sir?
after long time you were responding in class, man.
Yes, actually, I was not attending the class since a few days back, sir.
Okay, so how is about I mean, are you getting recordings at least?
No, sir. Actually, I was going through my self analysis of the current affairs.
That's great, good, keep it up.
So, how you doing, sir?
I'm
I came to
doing
know that your health was not has not been well since few
yes.
days back.
Yes. A small disturbances, but it's okay. Fine now. Thank you so much, my dear friend. Thanks a lot. All right. Shall we start? Sorry for the delay. Okay. We'll start now. All right. Last week, I told you the outlines of the session and then I started the session. And last week, I'm supposed to complete. I'm supposed to complete the issues like, for example, yeah, just a second. Yeah. So issues, liquor was Bihar liquor issue again came to the news. That's I'm supposed to finish that last week topic. And before that, this week, we have personalities in news. And two such personalities are one Bhagat Singh for his birthday anniversary, and then we have Swaminathan for his death. Okay, we'll discuss these two people. In the IR point of view, IMEC, which we need to discuss the aspects of it. It is from the current issues plus the historical aspects also we should discover. We will discuss. Fourth, we'll try to discuss prorogation. The last, okay. So mostly these are mains topics only today's session. So mostly mains issues. So I request you maintain that clarity. Mostly mains topics and questions can come directly in mains itself. Of course, some of the aspects could be covered in prelims also. We'll try to understand that also, right? So number one, Bihar again in news because of its illicit liquor. Now the arguments are: will this ban on liquor or ban on alcohol will success in any country or any state? Well, this can be, philosophically, normatively, or ideologically, they are great ambitions. Even our constitution also, Directive Principles of State Policies, Article 47, has three goals. State shall rise, one, level of nutrition. This is one. Two, health services. That is two. And three is ban on intoxicants. All right. So interestingly, it was one of the idea of Gandhi. Okay, idea of Gandhi, and his principles also inducted into Directive Principles of State Policies. Well, we witness several states brought this aspect to India, but before that, internationally, we have America even tried this. Okay, America even tried so-called prohibition of liquor once in its history. However, even they failed. In making it successful. All right. So USA tried it and USA failed it. And apart from that, many other foreign countries tried, but they failed. With respect to India, my dear friends, with respect to India, I mean, before that, USA tried this in 1920. Okay, and this was even brought by 18th Amendment, the famous 18th Amendment to the US Constitution associated with the prohibition law only. But still, they were unable to succeed it also. So alcohol ban doesn't become successful, and prohibition ended after almost 1933. Within 10 years, the prohibition was ended. American experience gives us an interesting development. But before going to understand American story of prohibition, let us try to understand the Indian story of prohibition. Well, it was started previously by Tamil Nadu. Once upon a time, Kerala, even our state, Andhra Pradesh, even did it. All successfully failed. Somewhat a partial succeeding country in India is not only Gujarat even had that track record, but still there are some loopholes here also. To secure female voters, JDU gave a promise that they will ban liquor. Even our government, YSRCP, also gave the same kind of promise. We will ban liquor, but still they haven't implemented because for all those programs, liquor is the main revenue generator. Now, ban on liquor was successfully implemented by Bihar very recently. From 2016 onwards, Bihar implementing prohibition law, and continuously they failed. After understanding international proceedings, constitutional spirit, and the experience in the other states, directly we will discuss about the issues in the prohibition. Okay, issues in the prohibition. What made these things? What are the main challenges of prohibition? Why prohibition is not correct idea? Challenges are why prohibition is problematic. Understand? Please understand this issue very carefully. Friends, number one, most important one. Prohibition will create loss of revenue straight away. First point, loss of revenue. Around 15-16 financial year of Bihar, estimated loss of 4,000 crores revenue. Okay. So that was the estimated loss, 4,000 crores, Bihar only. Forget about India, Bihar only. Two, apart from that, this leads to unemployment of many people. Yes or no? Because those people who are working in this area, so they will see unemployment. Unemployment of producers, production units, unemployment to the people who are employed in the bars. Okay. Unemployment also raised. Third important challenge is, you know, the thing is, it affected the other sectors. Other sectors means tourism industry was affected, hospitality also is affected. Not at a macro level, but still, tourism, if there is no alcohol, doesn't mean people will come only for alcohol. But still, hospitality sector, people will ask, will you provide alcohol? Coming to 5-star, 6-star hotel, you see, every 5-star hotels mostly maintain bar and restaurant. Sorry, sir, we don't provide alcohol in our hotel, in our state as our policy. That will definitely affect the hospitality sector. They may lose their reputation also. Of course, I haven't supported this point argumentally, but still, some of the scholars even wrote in many journals. Tourism sector is affected by ban to some extent. To some extent, tourism sector was affected. Then illicit trade or smuggling. Illicit trade or smuggling. See, borders of Nepal, Jharkhand, because Uttar Pradesh and even West Bengal started to supply illegal alcohol or illegal hooch. We call hooch means dharu, gudumba. We call gudumba. What do you call that illegal alcohol? Illicit alcohol. What do you call? You don't have any name?
Daru, I guess, sir.
Daru is a common word, my brother. Some other name is there, I guess. Anyone? See, I'm not going to tag you, please. For our language purpose, I'm asking you. That illegal alcohol they will prepare, no, without any precautions. Some people will prepare. We call Natu Sara, Gudumba. You people, what do you call it? Hey,
Sir,
yes.
I guess Bangla.
Huh.
I'm not
What?
sure actually. Bangla mod, I guess.
Yes, sir, he's probably correct.
You are waiting for your clue. Joy, I'm expecting you should answer.
Sir, I don't know. I have no idea regarding all this alcohol more than all. I just hate them. I don't touch them even. I don't know.
I'm just kidding, okay? Ayyo, ayyo. Okay. So no one is ready. So Moth, you call, right?
Yes, sir.
Anyway, my dear friends, so that illegal alcohol trade rise within the Bihar, that created a lot of problems. Why? Because that illegal alcohol, created impacts on health. For example, 50 people lost their eyes. Almost 170 people died because of consuming this illegal alcohol. That is a problem. On health issues, it is there. Apart from trade and everything, it is also there. Further, what is important is um, in a writ petition, in response to a writ petition, the Patna High Court. Do you remember? Constitution empowered high courts to listen writs under Article 226. Understood? Under that power, a writ petition was filed against the alcohol ban. Patna High Court said, Patna High Court stated, very interestingly, it stated that this alcohol ban raised crimes, and juveniles means less than 18 years old. I mean mostly kids. Juveniles involved in supply. Further, it is most important that this uh, you know alcohol supply involved people plus women. I mean kids plus women. That is also one more effect which was created. Women also involved. So that created one more problem. And second thing is, a lot of illegal arrest was happened in Bihar because the Bihar law stated if empty bottle found in your premises, if empty bottle found in your premises, the entire family will be arrested. Wow. Okay. So if you don't like your neighbors and if you are a Bihari, what you can do? Drink some bottle and throw in your neighbor's area and call police. Then they will be arrested. That is the interesting thing. So illegal arrests are happening. Lot of illegal arrests are happening. Friends, that is the issue. Okay. So you see, uh, America unable to did it. America faces the problem of corruption. Faces the issue in Bihar. Even faces the same situation. Corruption rise like anything within the police and everything. Okay. So mostly all the states, Tamil Nadu, Bihar, Kerala, Haryana, Andhra, these states tried this and they failed. Okay. Of course, our list doesn't come finish it there. Nagaland tried, Mizoram tried, and the mighty Manipur tried. All they failed. Okay. So the most recent failed state is again Maharashtra also, 2021. Understood? So you see, all these things doesn't involve it. Very difficult to find to counter this problem. So yes, anti-Arak movements also happened many places, including Andhra. But I want to confirm here, all won't give success because The ultimate thing is, it is not associated with ban or sale. The complete root of the problem is people's behavior. So simply banning, what they can do? See what they can do. So what is the way forward? In my opinion, you should, before banning, you should create de-addiction centers. De-addiction centers should be there. If these are not there, what you can do, brothers? Tell me. You cannot do anything, no. So before doing anything, first of all, start de-addiction centers. So de-addiction centers will provide some kind of relief, and that relief will happen soon. Okay. So de-addiction center should be needed. And apart from that, yeah. And apart from that, what is more important thing is you should, before banning, de-addiction center should be there. And apart from that, alternative employment, alternative employment should be begun. Alternative employment includes alternative employment includes dairy industry, poultry industry, or else maybe you can also focus dairy, poultry. There is one more thing. You can also focus on beekeeping. Beekeeping. These things can be done. So you can do that aspects also. All right. So alcohol, before banning alcohol, you should do these things. Strict regulations can be done. Strict regulations. Here in the case, that is with respect to sale, we can take regulations. Okay. And awareness. Now, of course, you should not have awareness. World Bank even stated IEC strategy. Information, education, and communication strategies should be there about alcohol effects and alcohol issues. All right, you can bring into GST also. Right now, alcohol is beyond GST. So apply GST to alcohol so that the prices can be raised. Okay. So these things you can do. You can do and you can quote here. So I want to confirm to you that you cannot succeed taking the experience. We cannot succeed. So de-addiction should be there. Then alternative employment should be given. Alternative employment should be given. Then strict regulation should be there. You know, in Kerala, you cannot find outlets. Only five-star hotels will provide it. Some areas. Strict regulations can be there. So sale by only some restaurants in Kerala is some examples. Okay. So that is one thing. Further, you can bring the GST into GST also can be rise the prices, and price may hamper. Never. Andhra Pradesh failed. Andhra Pradesh, what they did from 100 rupees to they made it to 500 rupees. No problem. They are taking even 600 also, including tip they are buying. So Andhra Pradesh gives a classical example. Failed. Then IEC strategy, information, education, communication strategy. Today, it is widely used for tobacco. Can you see? Na peru Mukesh. Like that ads will come out of Mukesh ads only for tobacco. But we need to get for the alcohol also. Okay. So alcohol awareness should be done, in which we can use such kind of Mukesh ads. So we can also do, instead of Mukesh, we can use some other person. Okay. So beyond this, what we can do? Can you write any points beyond this?
So we can educate the adults like 18 plus students.
So strict regulations, you can write adults particularly. But unfortunately, Junior, Aparna, the things are happening here. Like for example, you see, ninth class students. You see, ninth class students propose one girl. She would reject. Then he will start smoking. 10th class, he will propose a teacher. Teacher will reject, then he will drink. Intermediate, he will now propose maybe his senior again. That will again reject and he'll drink. So people are finding reasons to drink. Once upon a time, drinking is considered to be one of the rarest thing. Only during occasions, only during a time of celebrations. Only at that time only they used to drink. Unfortunately, now people are finding every occasion as an occasion to drink. That's a good point. Good. I can appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Anyway, clear my dear friends. So we finished the first liquor topic. Now within the personalities, we are now starting with Bhagat Singh. All right. So I will try to explain his personality sketch along with the important events. So it will be like a revision for your prelims issue. So by the way, I would like to give you some targets. Understand, it is the month of December or November, December. If you are thorough with your optional, finish it. Okay. If you are new to your optional, then take time. Maybe you can take up to January also. Feb first week also you can take, but beyond that, don't keep it. For optional, you can do it. Whereas in GS, as we have hardly 240 days, 239 days, if you exclude today, around 240 days are left for us. So within the GS, try to focus more on the history part, geography part, economy part, and polity part, science and technology part, and environment part. Things like world history, ethics, things like world history, ethics. So these, you can do later also. Not a problem. World history, ethics. You don't need to, some people are doing war on these subjects. What you will do? Ethics you can do. If you got command over GS, concepts you can learn. I know some of my students who became toppers, they cleared they cleared ethics after exams only. After prelims only they studied. So ethics could not be a problem for you if you have a right approach. Hardly you need 35 to 40 pages of notes. See any topper notes, ethics notes is hardly 40 pages to 50 pages only. Beyond that, people will prepare. You should know how to write. I saw some students who doesn't have ethics, like they cleared the exam, no taking names. But still, I can tell you. So please do it. On this manner, you can do it. In case of any further issues, I will definitely talk to you. And so Bhagat Singh, we are now discussing Bhagat Singh. Bale Bhai Sahab, what is the famous thing of Bhagat Singh here is about? Now, in the yeah, in the book of revolutionary leaders in India, Bhagat Singh chapter creates you a kind of inspiration, and Bhagat Singh chapter will motivate you to next level. See, Bhagat Singh, who brought, born on September 27th, 1907. So he actively participated in the revolutionary movement of India, revolutionary independence struggle.
So, if I'm not wrong, is it 28 September?
27 as per my records. You are telling 28. No issue. We'll check out. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you are correct. 28 only. Thank you. Now, coming to the
Sir.
point here, the most important events we are trying to discuss. He was, you know, influenced by, so-called Russian Revolution. In the Russian Revolution, the Bolshevism he inspired. The Bolshevism is, an ideology to counter, or to end capitalist state, capitalist state, and to establish power with dictatorship with just a second. Yeah. So with a dictatorship, we can do it. Okay. So Bolshevism, he was attracted, and then he actively participated in many movements. Okay. In 1928, some specific events happened. So 1928, he joined with a new group. I mean, I will tell you that. So before that, we'll take back to his journey of life. Bhagat Singh, Bhagat Singh family itself associated with freedom movement a lot. Now, Bhagat Singh uncle Ajit Singh, Bhagat Singh uncle Ajit Singh, who is very close to Lala Lajpat Roy, Punjab Kesari, okay, Lala Lajpat Roy. And try to understand, both influenced Bhagat Singh a lot. Both influenced Bhagat Singh a lot. Further, what is further important thing is Bhagat Singh himself learned the stories of Gaddar Party. Do you remember Gaddar Party? Gaddar Party, which was worked from San Francisco. Lala Hardaya, all these people are associated with these things. Now he went to schools. He went to Arya Samaj funded school, DAV school, and he went to DAV school in Lahore, and he joined in Congress in 1923. He joined in INC in 1923, and then he participated in non-cooperation movement also. What Gandhi said during non-cooperation movement: don't go to schools, don't go to British college, don't go to British school, don't eat British food, don't cooperate with British. Of course, you all know in 1920 it was begun, and even it was ended in 1922. And after this only he joined in Congress. However, uh, Bhagat, influenced by revolutionary activities, and he joined in many revolutionary groupings. And in 1927, so he was arrested with a bomb case. No need to write this, not very much important. Then he was released. Then he worked in newspaper for some time, and then he published pamphlets called as Navzaban Bharat Sabha. So he worked with this Navjaban Bharat Sabha, and he worked with a newspaper called as Kirti. Kirti journal. He wrote articles here. Kirti, a journal, which is a part of Kirti Kisan Party. Kirti Kisan Party. And then he worked for one more newspaper. Not very much important, but still. The most important event, as I told you, 1928. 1928, British government appointed Simon Commission. I hope you recall what is Simon Commission is about. Simon Commission, and here is the point to recall: 1919 Government of India Act stated after 10 years a statutory committee will be appointed, and that is nothing but Simon Commission. Simon Commission was boycotted, and here is the case: Lala Lajpat Rai was brutally, punished by James Scott.
Hated on his head.
Absolutely, absolutely. James Scott. Lathi charge was happened, and Rai was injured, and Rai was died in 1928. So what doctors told was he may alive, but he might alive, but the Lathi charges, hasten the injury, hasten the you know the health issues, and finally he was died because of this heart attack. The matter even went to several debates. However, as a childhood mentor, I told you Lala Lajpat and Ajit Singh, childhood mentor to Bhagat. Lala Lajpat Rai murder, when death was a severe, painful incident in the life of Bhagat. So Bhagat ji decided to take revenge. Now he, he took part of HRA, Hindustan Republic Association, and after the name changed to Hindustan Socialist Republic Association 1928. A question he asked.
चंद्रशेखर आजाद ने चेंज किया था.
Absolutely. So this was asked in our Andhra Pradesh exam. Who founded this? Okay, many founders are there. So one such one is Ram Prasad Bismil, Asafullah Khan, Bakshi, and Jogesh Chandra Chatterjee, and they had a newspaper called as the Revolutionary. The Revolutionary was the newspaper of this, and this group is associated with one more conspiracy, 1925 conspiracy, Kakori conspiracy. You should remember this group for this incident only. Absolutely, a train looting. Now they want to take revenge. So Bhagat Singh is the chief conspirator. They wrote the sketch, and they joined with like-minded people, Rajguru, then Sukhdev, then we have Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh. All these people joined together and decided to take the revenge. And what is important thing is, instead of Scott, who is responsible for this event, they shot the other police officer Saunders. Okay, ASI, Assistant Superintendent of Police, who is leaving from his office, he was killed by these people. They gave a pamphlet. They throw pamphlet there. In the pamphlet, they wrote, "Beware, tyrant government, beware." Okay, we will make deaf to hear. Don't worry about it. So the notice was given by these people with the title of "Bureaucracy, Beware." So the famous lines to begin with the death of J.P. Saunders, the assassination of Lala Lajpat Rai has been avenged. Unfortunately, they even quoted the revenge also. Not fortunately, they took the revenge. Friends, so this was what incident was happened, and later that British took this person very seriously, and they tried to hold this person seriously. And what is important is Indians reacted in different manner. For example, these people both Gandhi and Nehru rejected this killing. Gandhi even said violence. There is no place for violence in a peaceful independence struggle. That is his foolishness. We cannot do anything. Now then, after killing Saunders, okay, so they started to move here and there, and they killed one more person, Chaman Singh. It's an interesting story. He was a constable. So what is interesting thing is Chaman Singh chased Azad. So Azad shoot at him. So that is one more incident. And during this time, during this time, they went to Lahore. They escaped to Lahore. And then one more famous incident was Delhi Assembly bomb blast. So Delhi Assembly bomb blast was one more incident. So you see, incident after incident. So incident after incident, and creating officers are one by one. So Delhi Assembly bombing. So this time again he became the limelight. So this was a interesting moment where Bhagat Singh took revenge continuously on British. So serious discussion was happened within the British Council to catch this fellow. And however, they tried and they caught this fellow after this assembly trial. So Bhagat Singh was arrested, and so they are trying to set up a bomb factory, and bomb factory was located by police, and police arrested these fellows, and after arrest they were kept in jail. My dear friends, in jail he conducted a hunger strike. Very less people know about this hunger strike. Now, what is this hunger strike is about? Cases after cases was filed against Bhagat Singh.
सर
Death of
64 डेज का हंगर स्ट्राइक किया था जतिन दास ने.
yes, 64 he crossed it. He even did almost 100 days.
Oh sir, okay,
Yeah,
thank you sir.
64 is Jatin, but this person even he crossed 100 days as per records, jail history
Yes
records.
sir,
100
okay,
days.
thank you sir.
Friends, try to understand. Cases after cases was filed against him. No fear, in Bhagat Singh. No fear. They said you will be prosecuted. No problem. Chalega kam, no problem. So he was not feeling happy with the fellow prisoners' conditions. See this fellow. He is on the edge of the death, but still concerned about fellow prisoners who are Indians. Fellow prisoners eating at the same place. That is, even should not call it food, rotten food. And the same place for bathing, same place for sleeping. Under that circumstances, he raised his voice. He argued that people should have at least basic minimum food standards in jail. So Bhagat Singh argued this in jail, and Bhagat Singh Bhagat Singh conducted almost fasting in jail for almost, not fasting we call, so almost 116 days, my dear friends, according to records. So he ended fasting, and that was the fasting. His health condition is very bad. Britishers were very unhappy with this fellow because this fellow doesn't have any fear. Case after case, severe punishments are given, but the only thing is he want to fight, he want to fight, he want to fight against the people. So Bhagat Singh, my dear friends, and he conducted fasting. Interesting words came from Jinnah. Of course, Gandhi never spoke. Nehru even spoke. Jinnah said a beautiful line. And I'm reading the book particularly. You know, one small story. I just wonder. Jinnah said, "The man who goes on hunger strike has a soul. He moved by that soul. He believes in the justice of his cause. However much deplore them, and however much you say they are misguided, it is a system." And he resented by the people itself. So Jinnah spoke in assembly by supporting this fellow. Then Nehru even spoke. I was very much pained to see distress of heroes. Previously, they criticized the violence activities. Seriously, there was an opportunity for Gandhi to release this fellow. Gandhi Irving Pact, 1930s. Gandhi put forward all his demands and said all the people who are in jail should be released. Irwin said, but not criminal cases people who are arrested in criminal issues. Gandhi remains silent. If ask exemption for the Bhagat, there may be a chance because nobody in India such an influential person in dealing with British except Gandhi. Friends, whatever, after 116 days fasting, without any, he crossed Jatinder Nath Das also. Friends, what is very much interesting is without proper investigation, a speedy trial was conducted, and on 1930, ordinance was given by Irwin for a special tribunal. Special tribunal invested his fellow, in a faster manner and completed his judgment. Now, the judgment was very fast. The petition was habeas corpus was denied, and with low arguments. Okay, so these people were supposed to be die. The capital punishment was given. Some people went to even Privy Council London, but still Privy Council London also doesn't have any kind of sympathy to these fellows. And finally, what happened was they were supposed for the execution. Okay, so they wrote on a letter, friends. The letter is available. The death certificate is still available to the people. You can check out in the internet death certificate of this fellow, and they were died. According to British tradition, they won't hang people after sunset, but this fellow was hanged after, I mean, around 7:30 at 7:30 and 23rd March 1931. Okay, if you are going for interview on these dates, you should remember these dates. So no magistrate was there to investigate Bhagat Singh. I mean, to check the proceedings. No supervision was there. To be precisely, a magistrate should be there. How he is respected and everything. But unfortunately, nothing has happened. So jail authorities broke a hole in the rear wall of the jail to remove the bodies. Secretly cremated the three men under covers of darkness outside of Ganda Singh village in Pakistan. Okay, and threw their ashes in Satluj River. Friends, till now, one such person who think about the country and who sacrificed for country is nothing but Bhagat Singh. India lost a gem. In fact, a beautiful candidate. Interestingly, 1931, the Karachi session was conducted to endorse Gandhi-Irwin Pact and to create these fundamental rights to the Indian Congress, to the Indian people. When Gandhi is coming to Karachi, so Naujawan Sabha people wrote down Gandhi. Okay. So completely Gandhi was unable to handle these people. So the entire India on that day, they suffered like anything. So Gandhi wrote in Young India, like about Bhagat Singh character. One of my professor, I asked him why Gandhi doesn't like Bhagat. He said, correct yourself, Kalyan. Bhagat doesn't like so-called begging someone. In fact, I remember my professor words. My professor told, Bhagat Singh refused to apologize and not even appeal. So there is a pardoning power, no. He never appealed. See such bravery power. So he himself told, it is better to die rather than begging for freedom. So it's an interesting development. Finally, friends, if today Indian leaders, I believe, rather than Gandhi, rather than Nehru, which they should read about these sacrifices, because patriotic feelings will increase the ability of thinking for nation. But today, patriotic feelings are declining, in fact. So all these things are associated with the things. I hope you somewhat understood all the events. That is Bhagat Singh. Coming to Swaminathan, this person witnessed 1942 Bengal famine. Then he went to Rice Research Institute in India. What is that? In Cuttack. In Cuttack, he went to Cuttack. So in Cuttack, there is not in Cuttack, I guess. Just a second.
So Coimbatore, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Orange at the time. Yeah. Right. So after Bengal famine, he himself educated, and after seeing Bengal famine and everything, he want to do agriculture research, and he want to create some kind of help to India. So he came to Rice Research National Rice Research Institute, which is in Cuttack, correct only. So National Rice Research Institute, also called as Central Rice Research Institute. So this was even interestingly started by Krishna Swami. Krishna Swami Ramaya. He started this. He worked under this. Later that he joined in Indian Agriculture Research Institute, and then he became assistant cytogeneticist. Then he joined with international rice researcher Norman Borlaug, and then they developed H5 varieties, high yielding varieties, and this high yielding varieties responsible for the green revolution in India. Okay, so he is still relevant to India. He's a social reformer in my point of view. With one green revolution, he brought many changes to the Indian agriculture system. Imagine without him, can we have such surplus production? Absolutely no, my dear friends. In my opinion, no. He is the first World Food Prize award winner, and then he continued to contribute for the nation. No, he is the head of the National Commission on Farmers in 2004, and he even asked governments to create a bill for women farmers entitlements. Okay, so he asked people to focus on evergreen revolution. So he used the word evergreen revolution. That is with respect to rising productivity. That is MS Swaminathan is about. Okay, do remember these points. Swaminathan is head of the National Farmers Commission, National Commission of Farmers. He is the head of it. That is the story. So, friends, this is Swaminathan is about, and quite interesting personality. However, we need to remember that this personality is very great and significant for Indian context. Without him, quite difficult to see this green revolution. Okay, so that is Swaminathan. A small story. You can read more in your economic books. Next, IMEC. The third important thing is IMEC. That is India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor. India, Middle East Economic, Europe Economic Corridor. India, Middle East Economic, Europe Economic Corridor. Outrightly, this is against China. No, there is no need of any kind of discussion. Outrightly, it is against China only. But we will try to understand what are the other projects of India plus world. Of India and world. Okay. Of India and world to counter this China BRI, Belt and Road Initiative, UPSC 2015 question. Okay. So try to understand how these things stated. So IMEC is one. That is India India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor is one project, but don't think that's the only project. The second project is so the second project by the global countries against the BRI is okay. Number one, that is free, open Indo-Pacific, free, open Indo-Pacific, which is by Quad countries. This is one project. Three, that is B3W. That is three B's are there. First B for build back better. Build back better initiative. So this is by G7 countries to counter these things. Next, Blue Dot project to private infrastructure by the companies, West countries. Blue Dot project, again a project to counter China. Seventh one, that is Asian connectivity project, ASEAN plan on connectivity. ASEAN plan on connectivity. Okay, so these are some important aspects with respect to this countering BRI. Okay, free and open, IMEC free and open, BVW, Blue Dot Network project, and ASEAN plan of connectivity. What India is doing? Okay, one, we have INSTC. Download the maps of these projects. International North South Transport Corridor. International North South Transport Corridor, number one. Number two, Asian Highway, that is India, Myanmar, Thailand. I repeat again, India, Myanmar, Thailand. Three, we have what is so-called the Chabahar project. Chabahar project. That is fourth thing, very important one, in fact. Asia, Africa Growth Corridor by India and Japan. Again, the same country is helping Sri Lanka in East Coast Terminal, a port, East Coast Terminal. So all these things can be written. Friends, try to understand. UPSC asked the question how India is tackling, how India countering BRI project. UPSC already asked the question. So you should be very careful over this topic. Okay. You should be very careful over this topic. I hope you are clear with this topic. I request you, please please download maps of Asia Highway, Chabahar Port. Identify. You should you should identify them properly. Could be useful to you in answer writing. Okay. Last topic, friends. That is prorogation. Prorogation. And try to understand prorogation very interestingly. Now, in a parliamentary democracy, that prorogation is, parliamentary democracy. Just a second. Okay. So, in a parliamentary democracy, the functioning of parliament should be happen time to time, so that this will promote representativeness, and people will get a chance to debate and discuss in their respective systems. Unfortunately, not all parliaments are working efficiently in the world right now. The duty of working in the parliament depends on certain peoples. In USA, it is in UK, it is king, and India, it is president. President, as per Article 79, part of parliament. Okay, and president has the duty to oversee the functioning of the parliament. Now, here is the case I would like to tell you. The President of India will give summons to the House. Try to understand the steps very carefully. Summons to the House. And after his summons, the date of the meetings will be started. Okay. That is, dates will be given by the ministry and by the Lok Sabha Secretariat. And after that, they will have adjourn. Adjourn means they will specify date plus time of. They will specify date plus time of the meeting. Okay. Now, what I want to confirm to you is this date plus time and specified in adjournment. Whereas after the end of the sessions, they will give adjournment sine die. Here, no date and time will be specified. Remember, adjournment sine die is given by speaker or presiding officer. The last one is prorogation, and this prorogation will happen after sine die by the president. So summons will be given by president, and end of the session will be by the president itself. Beautiful structure. And the powers of president, prorogation and summons of the house. As I told you, who will do that? Who will give summons and who will give prorogation?
Sir,
President.
President.
Article 85. Article 85 defines this. So that is the story of the prorogation. Small topic you can locate. Places in news. Locate Kosovo. Locate Nagorno Karabakh region. Locate West Bank. These are the places in news in the last 3 to 4 days. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you so much for your patience listening. And see you in the next session on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. As I told you, we are getting close to our exam. Okay. So instead of regret, be disciplined, because discipline will bring you, happiness, whereas indiscipline will bring you regret. What you want, you can choose yourself. Strong the core subjects. Focus on strengthen your core subjects: history, economy, polity, geography, science and technology, environment. Then focus on the rest of the things. Okay. After reading current issues, you can start reading monthly magazines. You can easily work out on it. And then nothing else. Okay. So rise your preparation speed. That could help you a lot. Any doubts within the discussed topic?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. I think something is missing, Pushpa. Kaushal, still you remember?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Jeet, you came. Jeet never miss my class. Jade. And Pritam. Pritam hasn't come, I guess. Rajashri. Not Rajashri. How to call her? Shekhar is absent. Yeah. Rajashri. No, Rajashri.
Yes, sir. Rajashri.
Rajashri, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good, Rajashri. I hope you're doing well and prepare well, okay? Anyway, thanks a lot, everyone. Prepare well, revise, prepare well. In case of any difficulties, let me know in the next session. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night.